I pray that this video serves the kingdom. I pray that this video serves someone, resonates with someone who is waiting on God's timing and who is struggling with control and struggling with a heart of disappointment or impatience. The Lord just put it on my heart today to just share something that I've really struggled with in my journey, especially through my healing journey and my deliverance journey with God. It was, or is still, is dying to myself and surrendering to God's timing and not mine. I've always desired to be in a happy and stable marriage and love that felt secure and loving and passionate and godly and warm and affectionate and right and peaceful and healthy. That has always been my highest prayer since I was a little girl. And you know, I'm 29 now. I am technically married. We're currently in a separation, but God is doing a works there that I trust. But all this to say is that God has tested me in the greatest in this area of my life, in love, in relationships. I've had a lot of trauma growing up. A lot of childhood trauma, sexual trauma, childhood neglect. There was a lot that happened from 5 to 21 that really impacted my choice in men and also how I was in relationship. And my husband now has been the greatest teacher and the greatest trigger. And we had gotten into so many different sin together, really, from the beginning of our relationship. We were in the darkness. We were in festivals and working with psychedelics and all of it. And for 4 years, we were in that until God finally intervened. And yeah, we've been in a journey of deliverance. So that's a conversation in a video for something. That's a testimony that's to come, that I'm not there yet to fully share, but that will come. But you know, I had to really wrestle with a lot of my grief that I had with God is, God, why are you making me wait for the very thing that I want more than anything? I'm almost 29. I'm technically behind. Why am I behind? Why do I have to wait? I thought that God was using it in a way to kind of punish me. And something that I've been made clear by God is that I have idolized marriage and relationship and love. I've idolized it so much where it became my everything, my identity, my source of worth, my source of value as a woman. And it got in the way of me and God. And God had to remove it from me. And God is still doing a work. I'm still not technically where I want to be in my life. I want to be a mother. I want to be a wife. I want to have a family, raise a family that knows who God is and steward really, really strong faith children. And there's so many things that I want to do, but yeah, God has been showing me how much I have been idolizing this thing, and it has been a place of despair for me. And I've had to really pray over and over again for God to help me learn what it means to surrender this one area of my life. You know, I've always heard this word surrender, especially in my old plant medicine and psychedelic days. That's another video to come. That's where I sought healing that was not healing for me. That was actually more trauma. But again, another video will come for that. But I've always heard this word surrender, and I never truly understood what it meant. And surrender truly means to give it to God, to give all of it, to give all of the pain, all of the anguish, all of the disappointment, all of your prayer, all of your despair, to truly give it to him, to invite him into your heart, to invite him into your depression, into your anger, into your bitterness, and say, God, I don't know what you're doing and I don't know where you're taking me, but I trust you. Lord, I need you to help me. Come into the deepest broken places of my heart and heal them within me. Because I know that there are promises over my life, that you have a promise to give me hope and a good life. So if there's a delay in this area, that means you're not done with it yet. And there's areas of my heart and my personality and my being that need healing. So Lord, heal me, have your way. So I've had to do that every single day, multiple times a day. And that's what surrender is. Over and over and over and over again. And for me, it's marriage. And for me, it's family. And for me, it's direction and a desire for closeness with God, to hear him super clearly, to be able to be used for the greater good, for his kingdom, to have influence, to help other people find freedom in God and free themselves from the lies, from their pain. And I could be really impatient. So whatever it is for you that you're waiting on, whatever it is, a career, your health, whatever it is, whatever pain it is that you struggle with, whatever you wake up in the morning and you meet again, oh, here you are, depression, here you are, anxiety, here you are, hurt, here you are, agony, whatever it is, it's not that we're not meant to feel it. We're meant to feel it, but we cannot expect to feel it and heal it on our own. We're limited human beings. We're limited. We have to invite God into it. So it's including him in. God, I invite you into this place. Help me. I know that you could do all things. I know that with you I could do all things, but by myself I can't do it. There's an end to what humans can do. So whatever it is that you're waiting on, ask him to come in, to help you, to show you what it is that you're putting so much of your identity on and with over him. It's given me so much peace. I mean, there's so many things in my life that are still being worked on. And there are moments where I'm impatient, and today is one of them. And it usually happens right before my menstrual cycle, which is a wise thing. And I'm able to understand the cyclical nature that I have, that right before I am to get my menstruation, all of the parts of me that are still needing to invite God into my heart and where I'm still trying to be in control come up. But each time while I have him, while I develop a deeper relationship in my prayer and in my surrender, it's less and less heavy. I'm still feeling tender. I'm still feeling desperate, but I know that that's the reason why we have the struggles that we have, so that we can get desperate enough to call upon God and to not lean on our own understandings and our own control and our own power. So I've gone through a life up until now of so much. There's been a lot of trauma. There's been a lot of pain. There's been a lot of challenge, mental health challenges, spiritual warfare, relationship disappointments, divorce or annulment, and so much, especially in the area of my heart, that my heart has been broken, but it had to be broken so that I can stop needing anyone or anything from this world to fill my heart, because they will always fall short. They will always disappoint me. So what is it that you are holding on to so tightly in this world that is making you hurt? And how can you reorient to leaning on your creator, your maker? And if you don't have a relationship with God or spirituality in any way, I think that that's a big core issue in a lot of people's hearts and a lot of people's mental health issues. You know, I work at a clinic and there's people who are atheists, and I see that the people who are atheists, and this isn't to judge or try to tell anyone how to live their lives, but I just see that the ones who are atheists are the ones who struggle so much harder, so much harder because they think they are their emotions. They think that they are their circumstances. They think that they are their life. They think that they are their own God in some way. It's because like atheists don't, it's not that they don't believe in anything. They rather just not believe in anything than believe in God, but they're still believing in something. So it's so much harder that way. And I pray for them and I have so much compassion for them. But I see it often, even in the mental health place. And I pray every day, truly, God, use me and teach me the skills that I can be able to support these people in letting go of the attachment that they have to their mental health issues, and to call upon God, who is benevolent and can do anything to free you from the shackles of your mental health conditions. But if you continue to try to do it on your own demise, or through whatever thing that you're doing which isn't working, you're going to drive yourself insane. Because anything, what is the saying? When you try to do the same thing and expect a different result, that's literally the definition of insanity. That. So I got to that place too, where I tried to be in control of my relationship. And the more that I tried to control, and the more that I tried to be the one figuring it out, the further and further it got away from me. And the more tumultuous it got, and the more toxic that it got, and the more unhealthy it got, and the more that it broke me down and really hurt me. So I've had to learn to truly lift my hands up, and every time that I feel like I am latching or holding on or needing it, that's actually a call that I need God more than I need whatever it is. And I have to trust that God hears the prayers of my heart, and hears and knows better than I do what I deserve, what I need, and what I want. So I have to surrender it to him, but I get to include him into the feeling. Oh, like, it's so empowering. It's so impactful to get to say, God, my heart is tender today. I am wrestling with pain in my heart from my family, from this world, from my partner, from the disappointment of the expectation that I thought that I would be further along in my life than I am right now. But Lord, I'm going to just raise my hands, because that is all world. That is all culture. That means nothing to the plans that you have for me and the ways that you see me. So I'm going to reorient and ask you, God, just fill my heart up and show me what I need to see. Show me how I need to die to this area of my life. Fill me with your grace. And then he does. And then I have some sort of dream, prophetic dreams. And I get to have a personally deep relationship with a living God that speaks to me, and that's available to every single person. So God's timing is the best. And I think the more you want something, it's written in the Bible, I forget exactly what verse, but like the more that you latch onto something, the more that actually goes away, because God is gonna strip that from you, because you're needing that more than you need him, or more than it's become a source of your identity. So I've had to surrender and even accept, like, what if I never have that? I really wrestled with that. Like, what if I never have it? Will I still rejoice? Will I still have peace? Will I still choose to live? Will I still have joy? Will I still enjoy the blessing of this life that I have? Or will I let it consume me, eat me, and let the darkness and the enemy win? And I refuse for the latter. So I will wait. I will wait for the things that I desire. And I also will be an active participant and actively wait, and not just sit around and mope around and be depressed just because it hasn't happened yet. When the feelings of sadness come through, I will honor them, which I did today, literally here in bed for like 3 hours this morning. But I won't do it on my own, and I won't just cry. I'll cry with him, and I'll invite him in. Say, I need you. I need you. Look at my heart. I trust you. I trust your plans. You know better than I do. And then at some point he says, okay, get up. And I get up and I go for a walk and I feel the sun on my face and I feel the blessing that it is to be able to breathe air and to drink water and to listen to music and to wear clothes and to get to feel feelings. I am blessed. I am blessed in so many ways. So my prayer for you, whoever's listening, if you're waiting on something and you want it so bad, I believe you're going to get it because it's in your heart. If you want it so bad, he put that there as a desire in your heart because that's part of your calling, that's part of your life, that's part of your destiny. So would you rather wait and have him fill those places in your heart that are impatient and heal the roots of pain and attachment, and then receive it? And when you receive it, you can truly enjoy it? Or would you prefer to continue to do it the way you're doing it? I don't want to do it the way I've done it. It doesn't work. So I surrender that. And each time I surrender it and just leave it, just give it to him. And it comes up and it comes up and it comes up. Okay, great. Here you go, God. I can't carry it. I can't carry it. So trust in God's timing for whatever it is in your life. And open your heart to him and invite him into the anguish, into the pain, and use it as your fuel. And find ways to truly enjoy the blessings you have now. Because I guarantee you, no matter what is happening in your life, you have something to be grateful for. And when you count your blessings and when you're in gratitude, you can't be depressed at the same time. So there might still be an ache in your heart. There might still be I really want it. Okay. Multiple emotions can happen at the same time, but I guarantee you holding it on your own is gonna consume you. So invite him in. Invite him in.